We know the 8 official planets by heart: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. For nearly a century, we thought Pluto was the 9th, until 2006, when astronomers redefined the term planet and sent Pluto to the category of dwarf planets, leaving us with 8 major worlds. But what if the solar system has been hiding a secret all along? What if a colossal, ghostly planet lurks in the absolute darkness far beyond Neptune, so far away that it has evaded every telescope, every survey, and every human observation for centuries? This is the story of Planet 9, the hypothetical ghost world that may be the final, greatest puzzle in our understanding of the solar system we call home. Let's start at the beginning with a mystery that puzzled astronomers long before the term Planet 9 was ever spoken. For more than 200 years, scientists have used small orbital anomalies to discover new worlds. Uranus was found because of odd wobbles in Saturn's orbit. Neptune was discovered because of unexplained tugs on Uranus. Each time, a tiny, unexpected shift in the motion of a known planet pointed the way to an unseen world. For more than a century, astronomers talked about Planet X, a mysterious body that might explain strange patterns in the outer solar system. But Pluto, when discovered, was far too small to account for those gravitational effects. It was a tiny dwarf planet, not the massive world scientists had predicted. And so, the search went cold, until the 21st century, when we began to map the Kuiper belt in detail. The Kuiper belt is a vast, frozen disk of icy rocks, dwarf planets, and debris that circles the Sun far beyond Neptune's orbit. It is the solar system's frontier, a relic of the earliest days of planetary formation, filled with leftover material that never coalesced into a full-sized planet. For years, astronomers assumed that the small bodies in the Kuiper belt, called trans-Neptunian objects, or TNOs, moved in random scattered orbits, tossed around by the gravity of the 4 giant outer planets. But in the early 2010s, something truly strange emerged. A team of astronomers, led by Chad Trujillo and Scott Shepard, noticed that several of the most distant TNOs had orbits that were not random at all. Instead, they were clustered together, tilted at nearly the same angle, and their closest approaches to the Sun lined up in the same small region of space. It was as if someone had taken a handful of marbles and thrown them into the dark, only to watch them all settle into the same curved path. This pattern was not a coincidence. Statistically, the odds of these orbits lining up by random chance were less than 1 in 1,000. Then, in 2016, 2 astronomers at the California Institute of Technology, Konstantin Batygin and Mike Brown, the same scientist who helped reclassify Pluto as a dwarf planet, published a groundbreaking paper that shook the world of astronomy. They ran hundreds of computer simulations, modeling the gravity of every known object in the outer solar system, and found that nothing could explain the tight clustering of those distant nodes. Nothing, that is, except one huge unseen planet lurking in the darkness beyond the Kuiper belt. They named this world Planet 9. Let's paint a picture of what this ghost planet might be like, based on their calculations. Planet 9 is not a small rocky world like Earth or Mars. It is a super-Earth, or a mini ice giant, similar in composition to Uranus or Neptune, but smaller. Its mass is estimated to be between 5 and 10 times the mass of our home planet, making it far more massive than any rocky planet in the inner solar system. Its size would be roughly 2 to 4 times the diameter of Earth, a dense, cold world shrouded in thick clouds of hydrogen, helium, and ice, with surface temperatures plummeting to around -226 degrees Celsius, so cold that every gas in its atmosphere would freeze into a solid frost. But the most mind-blowing detail is its orbit. This planet does not circle the Sun in a tight, nearly circular path like the 8 known planets. It follows an extreme, highly elongated ellipse, so stretched out that its average distance from the Sun is about 20 times farther than Neptune's orbit. At its closest, it is roughly 200 astronomical units from the Sun. 1 AU is the distance from Earth to the Sun, and at its farthest, it can reach more than 800 AU away. To put that in perspective, Neptune is only about 30 AU from the Sun day. A single year on Planet 9, one full trip around the Sun, lasts between 10,000 and 20,000 Earth years. Imagine a world where winter lasts for thousands of years, where the Sun appears only as a tiny faint pinprick of light in a sky filled with endless blackness, and where a single orbit spans the entire rise and fall of human civilization. The evidence for this ghost planet goes far beyond just the clustered orbits of TNOs. Batygin and Brown's models also explain several other mysteries that had stumped astronomers for years. First, there is the strange tilt of the Sun itself. The Sun's equator is tilted by about 6 degrees relative to the plane where all 8 planets orbit. No one could explain why our star was slightly tilted compared to its planetary family. But adding Planet 9 to the simulation solves this puzzle. Over billions of years, the giant planet's powerful gravity has slowly tugged the entire plane of the solar system, creating that small but measurable tilt. Second, there are distant objects like 2015 BP 519, a small asteroid with an extreme highly tilted orbit that cannot be explained by the gravity of the 8 known planets alone. When researchers added Planet 9 to their models, this odd orbit made perfect sense. Third, there are objects that orbit nearly perpendicular to the rest of the solar system, a group that should not exist if only the 8 known planets were shaping the outer reaches. Planet 9's gravity can fling small bodies into these extreme perpendicular paths, creating a population of objects that would otherwise be impossible. You might be wondering, if this planet is so big and so influential, why haven't we seen it yet? The answer lies in the cruel reality of distance and darkness. Planet 9 orbits in a region of space so far away that sunlight barely reaches it. The light that hits its surface is so dim that it reflects almost nothing back toward Earth. It would appear as an extraordinarily faint point of light, one of the dimmest objects in the entire sky, with an apparent magnitude of around 21, far too faint to be seen with the naked eye or even most amateur telescopes. To spot it, astronomers need some of the most powerful observatories on Earth, like the Subaru telescope in Hawaii, the Vera C. Rubin Observatory, and space-based infrared telescopes that can detect the faint heat radiating from its cold surface. The search is like looking for a single firefly in the middle of a vast dark forest while standing miles away. The sky is enormous, and Planet 9 could be hiding in any one of millions of tiny patches of darkness. In the years since 2016, the search has narrowed. Astronomers have mapped large sections of the sky where Planet 9 is most likely to be, ruling out huge swaths of space and focusing on the remaining regions. Some surveys have scanned the northern sky. Others have targeted the southern sky, where the planet closest approach to the Sun may lie. Every few months, new papers are published, refining the planet's possible orbit, mass and brightness. Some researchers have raised doubts, arguing that the clustered TNO orbits could be the result of observational bias, meaning we only see those objects because we are looking in that specific direction, and a larger sample would show random orbits. But as more TNOs are discovered, the pattern holds strong, and the statistical case for Planet 9 continues to grow. The implications of finding Planet 9 are almost impossible to overstate. If we confirm its existence, it will be the first true planet discovered in our solar system since Neptune in 1846, only the third new planet found since ancient times. It will rewrite every textbook on solar system formation, forcing us to completely rethink how planets are born, migrate, and settle into their orbits. Right now, our models suggest that the early solar system was a chaotic place, with giant planets moving inward and outward, scattering debris, and shaping the system we see today. Planet 9 could be a relic of that chaos. A planet that formed closer to the Sun, was flung outward by a gravitational slingshot from Jupiter or Saturn, and became trapped in the distant darkness for billions of years. Some scientists even wonder if it might be an alien planet, a rogue world, captured by the Sun's gravity from another star system long ago. Either way, its discovery would change our place in the cosmos, reminding us that our solar system is far more mysterious and wonderful than we ever imagined. Think about what this means for humanity. We live in an age where we send rovers to Mars, probes to the outer planets, and telescopes that peer billions of light years into the universe. We map exoplanets around distant stars, study black holes, and measure the expansion of the cosmos. Yet, in our own cosmic backyard, just a stone's throw away, in astronomical terms, there may be a whole major planet waiting to be found. It is a humbling reminder that we still have so much to learn about the space that surrounds us. The ghost planet is not just a scientific puzzle. It is a symbol of curiosity, of the human drive to keep looking, keep questioning, and keep exploring the dark unknowns that lie just beyond our reach. As we close this chapter, remember that science is not just about what we know, it is about what we are trying to find out. For decades, we thought the solar system had 8 planets, neatly ordered and fully mapped. But the story of Planet 9 shows us that the universe always has more secrets to reveal. The ghost world may still be hiding in the dark, but every day our telescopes get sharper, our models get more precise, and our search gets closer. One day, soon a telescope will catch that faint glimmer of light, that tiny pinprick in the black, and we will finally know that the ninth planet is real. When that day comes, we will not just have discovered a new world. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel.